new episodes were so nice, I forgot how angsty last week's episode was. What's up guys, it's Cece, and today I'm going to be reviewing / sharing my thoughts on the two newest episodes of TTS / RTA, The Brothers Hook and Rapunzel Day 1. Now honestly, if you asked me to pick between these two episodes, I couldn't choose. The classy moments in Brothers Hook were adorable to me. Same with Rapunzel Day 1, that little one in the beginning. And I just thought that Cassandra's perspective of Rapunzel being just out of the tower, like that version of Rapunzel, I thought that was really cool. Now, before I get into this week's review, basically I just want to let you guys know that next week's review for the episodes Mirror Mirror and You're Kidding Me will be coming out a lot later. Normally I upload like the day an episode comes out and like normally sometime in the afternoon because I have time to do that. But next week I won't have time to do that because I am currently in musical right now. I am in Disney's My Son Pinocchio Jr. And performances are this week. I have 7 of them. 1 on Thursday, 3 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday. And the show on Sunday is at like 1 or something, and I have something before the show. So I basically get up to watch Tangled, go to that extra thing, and then go to get ready for my show. And since the closing show is on Sunday, which means that the cast party is also on that day, means that I'm gonna not be at my house recording videos, because I'll be somewhere at like 5 o'clock, like far away from my house. We hang around a lot at the cast parties. And the thing is, the new location, because I'm doing a show at a new location than I've normally done it at for the same theater company, it's further away from my house, so that means that the cast party is going to be further away from my house, which means that I'm going to be hanging around somewhere until like 5 o'clock. But yeah. So if next week's review comes out like Monday or Tuesday or something other than Sunday, that's why. So yeah, let's get on to the review. So I've seen both these episodes 3 times now. I watched them twice this morning, and then I watched them a 3rd time to make sure to get notes on my thoughts, because there's some funny stuff I thought, or funny things I thought, so I was like, I don't want to leave them out. And so yeah, if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at my phone, because that's what I took the notes on. Alright, so basically, with The Brothers Hook, that's what the one we're going to start with, because that's the first one that aired today. Basically, well, we've been teased with this for a while, but there's a whole script leak about a year ago where it had to deal with Cass, Eugene, Hookfoot, and an apple, and now we know why, because it's this episode. But basically, everybody's fighting over apples, and Rapunzel said it's another apple fight or something along those lines, and I was like, okay, so they've been doing this for a while now? But basically they start arguing about the apple for a while, and it gets to the point where everyone's on top of each other, and Cass gets on top of Lance, and I'm over here dying. And Rapunzel's like, we just need to calm down for a while, and Pascal finds this like flyer for Hookhand from the movie, who's actually Hookfoot's brother, and they find a flyer saying that he's in concert in a town called West Ipsel, I think that's what they called it. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. And Hookfoot doesn't really want to go to the concert, so he's like, oh, shoot, we can't go, because that place is like 3 days away from where we are. And Rapunzel's like, oh no, we'll just never take a break, and we'll walk twice as fast as we normally do. And soon enough, they make it to the concert, and honestly, I was kind of surprised how they weren't loopy at all. Like, they weren't kind of like falling on the ground asleep, because they didn't sleep. Rapunzel said no breaks, and she meant no sleeping as well. It's what she said in her line. But after they get to the concert for not even like 2 minutes, it's over. And pretty much Rapunzel's like, let's go say hi to him. And everyone's like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're doing this now. And I noticed that when Rapunzel went to knock on the door, it changed colors between shots. Like, for first it was red, and then the next time it was yellow. But that's what I noticed. And so while Cass, Lance, Eugene, and Shorty go into what I'm going to call Hookhand's caravan, because I don't know what else to call it. When they go in there for a tour, Hookfoot stays outside with Rapunzel, and we finally get a little bit of backstory on Hookfoot, because we know nothing about him whatsoever. Well, kind of. We know he was a dancer, because that was, like, implied early on in, I think, season 1, I'm not sure. I don't know, I just remember them saying that he was a dancer at some point in either late season 1 or early season 2. I think it was season 1. For some reason I keep thinking that was implied at some point, but I don't remember when! If anyone finds out where we started getting hints that Hookfoot used to be a dancer, let me know, because I don't remember. Or if they never implied that and I just knew from some sort of spoiler, because I don't remember it at all. Anyway, basically Hookhand's like, hey, we're all going in the same direction, you guys can hitch a ride with me! And Rapunzel and Hookfoot are like, oh great, because in Hookfoot's backstory, my gosh, it claimed that basically when Hookfoot and Hookhand were younger, Hookhand would always make fun of Hookfoot and what his interests and what he liked, which honestly sounds like my brother and I. That happens all the time. But basically, we cut to where they're inside the caravan, that's what I'm gonna call it. And I don't know why, but this made me laugh so hard. It was really hard to not laugh out loud because it was like 7 in the morning and I was the only one up. But Lance was in like a hot tub with Shorty. The first time I saw that, I was just like dying inside. Well, it might have been, oh my gosh, it might have been a jacuzzi, but anyway, what I meant by jacuzzis, I mean, like, not exactly hot tub, because I don't know, just looking, I just found this image, and looking at it, it just looks like a normal tub, but, I don't know, what I mean is like a jacuzzi type thing. Also, another thing I'm noticing is that back when the Island episodes came out, like, there's a whole debate about Eugene's belly button being shown or not. And there's a whole fuss about it, and yet if you look kind of closely, you can see that they pretty much animated Lance's nipples. So I don't understand what the whole fuss is about. But anyway, and pretty much throughout this entire episode, going back to the review, basically throughout the entire episode, Hookhand is a hypocrite. And honestly, Hookhand the Hypocrite sounds like a better title than whatever he called his tour. And for as shallow as Hookhand could possibly be in this episode, he had a very catchy song. And during the song, there were some moments where, like, it was like a puppet show kind of thing to, like, demonstrate stuff. But at one point, his little puppet looked like the evil guy from Pocahontas, like that, I forgot his name, but the guy in the purple, to me that's what he looked like. And also, he said something about his agent being in contact with him, and it looked like the accordion guy who gets, like, hit above the head with the axe on the wall, so part of me's questioning if he's his agent, actually. And pretty much Pascal gets forced into a kick line, so R.I.P. Pascal. And toward the end of it, Eugene is like, you should get revenge, Hookfoot. And the thing was, they were on their way to, like, a wedding, so the only thing I thought of was Revenge Party from the Mean Girls musical. He's like, get revenge. And I'm just over here like, it's a revenge party! I was just screaming the chorus in my head, honestly. On a side note, I don't know a lot about the Mean Girls musical. All I know is that there's that song and a reprise and they give no context to what the show's about whatsoever. Anyway, the wedding is actually for 2 seals. And what I mean by 2 seals is I mean Trevor Jr., the Royal Seal of Equus, and this other seal named Lucille. So, yeah, apparently King Trevor's back, and I don't know what he's doing in West... I forgot what it's called. Espil? I think it was Ipsel. I'm pretty sure you pronounce it Ipsel. I'm so tired. And honestly, when I saw that Trevor Jr. was with King Trevor, I was like, wasn't he freed in the last episode that he was in? And then I realized that when King Trevor was explaining the whole wedding, it was because he was like saying to Eugene something about how if it wasn't for him, Trevor Jr. wouldn't have found his love or whatever. So that apparently came back to him. I don't know why you would do that. But seriously, throughout the entire wedding, I was like, what is it with King Trevor and seals? Like, what is so great about them that you are throwing a literal wedding for 2? I don't know why, but I thought it was really funny. There was a seal priest in the background. And honestly, I love the classy moments in both of these episodes. I just found them so adorable. Another thing I noticed was that Cassandra's slice of cake kept disappearing and reappearing between shots. One moment there was a slice of cake, the next moment her plate was completely clean, there wasn't any crumbs or anything to show it was eaten. And then it was back. So I don't know. And again, with Trevor and his seal puns. Trevor's like, we're gonna have a dance battle, Hookfoot, and if I win, your brother's career is over, and if you win, then pretty much everything's fine. And he goes, and Lucille, the seal wife, is going to judge. And Cass is like, why'd you do that? And he goes, because she's the seal of approval. Oh my gosh. Wow. And during their dance battle, I noticed that there was one point where King Trevor was twirling around on a pole, and his face made it look like he was enjoying it. Also, to me, his face, like when he's being all serious, when he's doing a serious face, it looks like it could be a meme to me. Basically, Hookfoot wins, and everything's all great. And at the end of the episode, when the gang is getting ready to leave, basically Hookfoot's like, I'm gonna miss you, and Hookhand's like, well, I'm not gonna miss you, because I want you to join me on tour. And Hookfoot says yes. So it was a bye-bye Hookfoot kind of thing. Honestly, I was kind of expecting that, because the entire time, throughout this entire season, I was just wondering why he was even there. He wasn't that big of a character in season 1. So yeah, I honestly share the same opinion as Cass, going, I'm gonna miss him, maybe, because like it's like, oh, it feels like someone's missing, but I don't understand the point of him being there except for him to be reunited with his brother. So that was the Brothers Hook. Now on to Rapunzel Day 1. Again, we open with a classy moment. I'm just over here again dying. In this episode, they go back to talking about everything that happened at the end of Rapunzel and the Great Tree. And if you remember in that episode, Hector pushed the caravan down a river. So basically, Eugene finds it with Max, and I think he says something along the lines of like, "Hey, like look, like something along the lines of look who had the gorgeous brown eyes and found the caravan." It was something like, "Look at this gorgeous brown-eyed person who found the caravan." I don't remember exactly how he said it, but he said something along those lines, and I was like, Eugene, why? But basically, they realized they need to really fix the caravan, like, a lot. And so Rapunzel's like, oh, Cass and I can go and find some stuff. And while they're walking, Rapunzel's trying to start a conversation. And she goes, so what's on your mind, Cass? And all she says is, piranhas. And when she said that, I was like, wait, what? Why? But apparently the reason why she was thinking about them was because there was a river in front of them and they were full of piranhas. So that explains a lot. And apparently oh my gosh, Cass's arm still hurts, so she can, like, do half the stuff she used to be able to do. She has to, like, get her arm used to, like, working around the same she did before again. Kind of like when you break your arm and it's like you're trying to go easy on it and then just get used to it. But yeah. But they find this cart in, like, a rundown village, and on there's, like, the symbol of Seporia, and they didn't point that out for some reason. Like, seriously, I am positive that is the symbol of the Seporian stuff. And it's, like, in a cart that's, like, similar to Vigor the Visionaries. So I found that interesting. And pretty much, Cassandra accidentally erases Rapunzel's memory when they're trying to go to sleep. And throughout the entire episode, I was just wondering, what are the Cassandra shippers thinking right now? Personally, I don't ship it, but yeah. Also, the animation of Cassandra's facial expressions, I just love that so much. And it was funny when Rapunzel was talking about what her mother, or Gothel, basically told her to worry about, or, like, to watch out for in the real world. She said hot lava, and at first I thought she said Obama. It took me watching that episode 3 times to understand she said hot lava and not Obama. And another thing I noticed in this episode was that Cassandra actually says her full name herself. And that's only happened in the books. And I'm pretty sure that goes the same with the word touche. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's just something I thought that was kind of interesting. But there's one point where there's this goat that's, like, eating a plant that Rapunzel's trying to get because she thought Cassandra was making a soup. And his facial expressions were a mood just for some random goat. The fun thing was, while Rapunzel's kind of explained to Cassandra how she didn't want to go back to the tower, but she kind of did in a way, or opposite actually. Sorry I mixed that up. I was just wondering, so if Rapunzel doesn't remember escaping the tower at all, does that mean that she thinks she's 18 because she thinks Gothel is alive as well? I mean, she probably doesn't realize that her birthday's passed already and that she's, like, 19 now. And suddenly Rapunzel starts thinking that Rapunzel thinks that Rapunzel's out to get her. Rapunzel thinks that Cassandra's out to get her. And so she runs away, and the background music really reminded me of the end of the movie. But basically, she tries to capture everybody. And she fails to capture Cassandra, but succeeds at capturing Shorty, Lance, and Eugene. What I mean is all the guys. I don't know why I said Hookfoot, because he's gone now. But while Lance is freaking out, his little screaming and squealing, I don't know why I found that so funny. So basically, Cassandra convinces Rapunzel to let the guys go, and she ends up saving them. And I'm pretty sure, because the way Rapunzel trapped them was, like, putting them over the piranhas. I am positive Lance said, so long, evil fishies. But then the guys actually fell into the water, and so he just kept screaming, tell my story! And in the end, Rapunzel and Cass get back together and like, oh yay, we're good now. And and they hug and stuff, and everybody's all happy. So that was Rapunzel Day 1 and the Brothers Hook. I can't wait for next week, honestly, because we're getting Mirror Mirror and You're Kidding Me, and I've been waiting for You Kidding Me forever. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the CC Squad, and I'll see you guys in the next video. My socials are down there. And yeah, bye!